Was there an assassination attempt on a mayor in Tigray today? It is being claimed, but no verification. Who's making this claim? Secondly, US Secretary of State uh, Marco Rubio was expected to visit Ethiopia, but it seems that the visit has been postponed. What happened, by the way? Who was preparing the ground for this visit in the US? Who was working as Ethiopian government's lobbyist or supporter of the Ethiopian government for this visit of Marco Rubio to Ethiopia and to Kenya reported. Thank you for watching the channel, viewers. Two topics as I mentioned in this video. Firstly, it is being claimed that a mayor in Tigray survived an assassination attempt. What happened? Where was this mayor attacked? Who was the attacker? Mekoni town mayor allegedly came under attack. His name is Masele Ashebar. It is being reported that when he was on his way from Mekoni to Makele, outside Mekoni town, he was attacked by some soldiers who were in a Bijaje, but Ashebar survived. Uh, was he injured? No, I could not confirm that he was injured, or I could not confirm any injuries to him. So where is the evidence, by the way? This is being reported by Gita Choreda supporters, anti-TPLF supporters, that Masele Ashevar survived the assassination attempt. But no evidence has been shared so far. Mekoni is in southern Tigray. I told you about a key meeting held in southern Tigray today. Southern Tigray, zonal government and district governments like district government administrators like Mekoni, etc. They are holding discussions. They want to take a position about where they let Tigray interim government. And they are going to issue a policy statement, I think, or at least they will talk about the where they led Tigray government. Let's see. The meeting was held today. No statement came. Maybe in coming hours or tomorrow we could see a statement. Anti-TPLF people sometimes make up stories just to prove that military and TPLF want to dismantle zonal governments in southern Tigray and Wareda governments in southern Tigray, which are anti-TPLF. So yes, they make up stories. I think we should wait for Masele Ashebird's statement, his message, his video. Where is he? Though military can do anything, by the way. Military in the last few months attacked Getachew, pro-Getachew governments in Tigray. Military dismantled governments. Military backed EPLF people when they installed their mayor in Adigrat, and Getachew backed mayor was expelled from administrative offices there. It happened in other parts of Tigray too. So military has been using force against anti-TPLF people in Tigray, but we'll have to wait to see to confirm Masele Ashebar's assassination attempt. Military should be very careful, I think. If it uses force to dismantle governments in southern Tigray, it could lead to resistance. Resistance which could be deadly, keeping in view that thousands of Tigray fighters are being trained, armed in the far region, very close to southern Tigray. Our second story is about the likely visit of Marco Rubio, U.S. Secretary of State, to Ethiopia. It was being reported by several sources a few days ago that Marco Rubio could visit Ethiopia and Kenya. Interestingly, Fana Broadcasting Corporation, Ethiopian state-owned media channel, did a report today about Marco Rubio's visit of Ethiopia. But after a few hours, the report was deleted. It was reported initially that Marco Rubio could visit Ethiopia and Kenya. But Kenyan president has gone to China for a 5-day visit. So it is being reported now that so far Marco Rubio's visit to Ethiopia has not been confirmed, either postponed or maybe it's in the process of confirmation. By the way, who is lobbying for the Ethiopian government in the US? Firstly, Ethiopian government's hired some new lobbyists, some new lobbying firms in the US in recent weeks, I would say. I have details, but I won't share details. But one thing I think is very clear that some people from Prosperity Party gospel are also advocating on behalf of the Ethiopian government in the US. Franklin Graham visited Ethiopia over a month ago. A missionary, an evangelist, son of Billy Graham. He met with Ethiopian government officials. He's prosperity gospel, I think. And some sources say that Franklin Graham is close to Republicans, and he has been trying to prepare the ground for Marco Rubio's visit to Ethiopia. Uh, for Ethiopia, this visit matters, keeping in view that Ethiopia needs US support. Ethiopia wants resumption of USAID projects. It wants restoration of its status under AGOA. It wants continued monetary support from the IMF and World Bank, US. Without US backing, these financing institutions won't be willing to continue their cooperation with the Ethiopian government. And US is funding DDR2 Tigray, disarmament, demobilization, reintegration of Tigray fighters. US mediated between Ethiopian government and Ola. US mediated between Fano and government. So I think for Ethiopia, US matters a lot, especially if Republicans accept Ethiopian government's narrative about access to sea. US cannot be just kicked out of the Horn of Africa. It cannot be kicked out of the politics of the Horn of Africa. For Ethiopia, it matters. But let's see, when will Marco Rubio visit Ethiopia now? When will he visit Kenya? Has the visit been postponed indefinitely? By the way, State Department has not it did not confirm that Marco Rubio was going to visit Ethiopia and Kenya, but several sources close to State Department, they were reporting that Marco Rubio was going to visit Ethiopia and Kenya. With it postponed, let's see when will it be held now. Thank you for watching.